Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Alex Jones coming at you from Anti-New World Order headquarters, where, okay, we do actually take it up the arse of the Secret Service. But that aside, let's go over to our token Limey over in Limeyville.
Well, thank you, Alex, for letting me on your show.
If I can just interrupt you as usual. Basically, you're boring me to death. Could you please hurry up?
No, I don't want to hurry up, because I can take my time, which is presumed to be the English way.
Well, I'm going to interrupt you again, just so I can sell some Tangy Tangerine. Now, basically, Tangy Tangerine is what you want to be drinking, and what you want to be giving your money to buy. So that when we're all sinking on the Titanic, you can have a bright, tangy, tangerine-colored fucking smile. Oh, I used a colorful expletive. Blow me. I mean, forgive me. Ladies and gentlemen, listen at home in Familyville. Back to sunny England.
Well, it's not actually sunny.
Come on. Get with the program. Come up to the speed of the road.
Well, if you don't mind, Alex, I'm not going to actually talk any faster than what I actually do official at this moment in time.
Okay, let's go to fluoride. Fluoride, that's right. Everyone must take the fluoride out of your water. Whatever you do, don't go to the people putting the poison in and execute them. What you need to do as individuals is individually buy my machines for taking the water individually out of your water and then being able to drink it. Now, please overlook the fact that the stuff we were selling you last year wasn't good enough to take out all of the acids and heavy metals. Buy the new one, which is good enough to take all of the shit out of the water simultaneously, much, much better than before. Do not go to the people putting the poison in and kill them. Back to sunny England.
Well, Alex, I pretty much had finished what I was trying to say.
Well, you didn't actually say anything.
Yes, well, I was probably, you're probably right.
Let's go over to one of our in-house reporters here and see what he has to say.
Peppers for peppers, bananas for people who are anti-nuclear war. When you're in your bunker.
Excuse me. Can I interrupt you there? I think you're recording one of your adverts.
Yes. You've got my head on upside down, so I'm only allowed, you said, to record adverts for the event of fallout nuclear war.
Yeah, but that's all nonsense. That's all changed. And what I want you to do is snap up to the speed of the road and give me what you got over there.
Well, I'll just finish recording this ad, because sometimes when I do what you say, you give me a hard time if I don't do you.
All right, just get on with what you were doing. Just get on with what you were doing over there.
Okay, peppers for peppers, and banana milkshakes for when fallout comes. And that's pretty much what we would like you to buy here at the studio. When Alex finally lets me put my head on upside down, the right way, then I look forward to actually talking more to you about things that were meaningful to me before I was forced into this essentially shoebox of journalism.
Here's now let's move over to our token nigger. Black man. Whatever he wants to be called. I don't know. I'm not kinfolk.
Well, you can call me whatever you want, because I am your token black man. And basically, I'm fortunate enough to only have to sell the fluoride removal, don't kill the poisoners machine, which is not as good as last year's machine. However, being the token black man, I can bring enthusiasm and then slow down and not be as enthusiastic and accept whatever I'm told to.
Yeah, that's great. That's what a token black man should do. Come on, after all, we are giving you a job. It's not like you're selling fucking Chicken McNuggets and KFC. Did I say a colorful word there? Listen, before I go on ranting anymore here, I think we've sold enough Tangy Tangerine and fluorides and basically on the Titanic. So let's go across to our token female.
Fluff, 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 fluff.
McAdoo. McAdoo.
Fluff, 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 fluff. Smiling from the corner of my mouth. Fluff, fluff. Fluffity, fluff, 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 fluff.
Thanks for that, McAdoo. That was brilliant. If I wasn't married, I'm pretty confident I would have you in the broom cupboard. That's not megalomania. That's just the way things are. Over to England again.
Alex, I need to go. My wife is calling me.
Wife Schmeith. Just stay where you are, or else I'll stab you with a knife. Strife.
Alex, sometimes I'm a bit troubled by our relationship.
What, with your wife or me? Some people probably say I'm your wife.
Alex, have you been drinking your Tangy Tangerine?
Yes, I have. It's time I probably stopped drinking it. Hey. Oh, so, what has happened over there in Blighty? And roasting hot, lovely Blighty.
Alex, that joke's wearing very thin with me, but I'm over here in England, pseudo-justifying just about everything that can happen, because as well as you're aware, I'm aware, and everyone's aware that the actual solution is to go to where the actual bad people actually are, actually doing the bad things, and execute them.
What are you on about? That's going to ruin everything. How can we sell Tangy Tangerines if we go and just kill the people who are behind sinking the Titanic?
Alex, come on, you've had enough years on the air, and you've got millions of pounds and a big massive ranch and, a loving family. The solution is to genuinely go to where the bad people are, who can't believe that if we catch them out in doing wrongdoing, then basic, what happens is they get a slap on the wrist or demoted or sideways or upways or whatever. They can't believe they're allowed to then do exactly what we know they'll do again straight after. They can't believe that when they're caught, we just let them crack on, when of course what we should be doing.
I'm going to interrupt you. You're going to say we should go to where they are and kill them. That's what they want.
No, Alex, I don't think they want that. They've come to rely on it because, as you said repeatedly, our ancestors would have...
No, I'm just going to interrupt you there. You're going to say that our ancestors would have killed them.
Yeah, of course, because you're always saying, basically, that, our ancestors would have blown their heads off and that were running down the street shouting 7076, the English are coming. The English are the scum of the earth. I mean, behind them are the Zionist Jews. And
there's no such thing as the Jews. I'm just going to talk about Nazis now. Nazi, Stalin, Nazi.
No, Alex, you have to listen to me. It doesn't matter who are the ones in charge at the moment who are bullshitting most successfully.
I'm sorry if this kid's listening at home and he's used a word there. A word that has me turning in my grave, and I'm so sorry. Let's sell some
Alex, please.
Don't interrupt me.
That's hypocrisy. Let me finish, please.
Carry on.
Thanks for the permission, for once.
I want you to dance like a monkey.
I'm not going to dance like a monkey. Stop asking me to dance like a monkey. I've got a wife and everything. I'm a grown man, nearly.
All right, crack on, little man.
I'm taller than you, Alex, for God's sake.
Crack on.
All right, if you insist. What I'm saying is, right, they're not expecting us to go to where they are and basic do them in, right? But it's exactly what we should do.
But that's what they want.
No, Alex, they're not expecting it.
Well, they're arming everyone to the teeth, expecting it.
Yeah, they're arming like an army of black puddings in white shirts. It doesn't matter. They're somebody's uncle, aunt, cousin, brother, or relative. We can ask them to stand down. I mean, are something that should be, chained to a kennel in the back garden. But when they're told, look, these people genuinely are genocidal paedophiles, they can then, feel better about themselves and give up that job and go back to just kicking the can.
I don't think they'll want to be demoted to that when they can, chase some Romanians and Polish people around London.
That's true, but we can always kick fuck out of it. We can always...
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this in black and white, I do apologize because, he's English.
Yes, what I'm saying is we can cross one bridge at a time, but what we could do is go to where they are and fucking kill them.
God almighty, let's go back to our in-house our in-house shoebox. His head's on upside down. Let's go across them.
Peppers for peppers. Banana milkshakes for...
For God's sake, stop selling that shit.
I'm sorry, Alex. Alex, could you please get me in a headlock again and put my head on up the right way around? It's really painful. And I spend most days just saying peppers for peppers, and banana milkshakes for when there's nuclear fallout. I actually am a serious journalist and genuinely would like to deal with some serious journalism.
That's absolute nonsense. We're on the Titanic. It's sinking. Let's sell tangy tangerines.
Alex, what benefit will it be to you when you are standing with giant bags of money, when you're sinking beneath the waves of a frozen sea, near frozen sea, and when we've struck an iceberg on purpose to start another world war?
Great point. Let's go across to our token nigger. Black person.
Hi there. Basically, I'll say whatever you want because I don't want to work in KFC.
Let's go across to the fluff.
Fluff, fluffity, fluff, fluff, fluff. Fluffity, fluff, fluffishness. From the corner of my mouth, I wish you a smile. I hope it comes across as winning. Fluffity, fluff, fluff, fluff.
Absolutely brilliant. Bring a tear to a Jap's eye. Bring a tear to a blank expression. Now, let me just run off here because I think I've sold enough tangy tangerine. My wife's waving at me. She's a Jew, but don't let on. And basically, I'm CIA, but don't let on. My relatives are part of the founding fathers of this nation, but don't let on because that couldn't possibly mean I'm a Mason and in it. And this couldn't possibly be Zionist Jews using me to fucking wipe your nose in it. Couldn't possibly be Zionist Jews using me to rub your nose in what they're doing in plain view. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here's a real man who's not going to sell you tangy tangerine, who actually wants to let you know you're genuinely on the Titanic. In the Morlock or under the ground, you're the Eli, and pretty much, unless you go to source and execute them, the stuffed sharks will continue to oppress you on their behalf until we're all dead. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, buy a tangy tangerine and then watch A Living Christ and the greatest mind of all time, Erol.
Peppers for peppers.
Shut up!
Fluffity, fluff, fluff.
Alex, I need to go. My wife's on a meeting.
Shut up!
I might as well get a job in KFC.
Capitalism. Capitalists! You know who you fucking are. Fucking bastards! Hold that thought, you cunts. I have become the new unspoken Christ. I have become the new unspoken Christ. Plenty up! I prefer empty. Actually, I don't like either company. Hey, what's going on here? What's going on? He's going, mate. He's got us. Okay, here. You were just one of them. Just one of them. Like Doctor Who. It's a different Doctor. Different Time Lord, isn't there? Different Doctor Who, friends. Different Doctor Who, isn't there? Different Doctor Who. Same Doctor Who, isn't it? Jesus of Nazareth. A similar brain to myself and a similar history, and he had a superior brain to you. How the hell did I put him? I guess you would, didn't he? Hang on, that's right. Right, Jesus of Nazareth. Right, similar kind of guy to myself, you know. I have a Christ's brain, right? And we're both born in the chicken age, and basically most people have a tiny little reptilian chicken brain, sponsored by the Colonel. The thing is, right? What's going on there? Right, hang on, this right? Right. Jesus of Nazareth was a Christ, right? I am a Christ. His cousin, John the Baptist, was a Christ, you know. And you need courage to believe by Constantine from Constantinople, yeah, that there's only been one Christ. Right, and his mother was a virgin. Huh? His mother was a paedophile whore. Eh? Virgin Mary, my arsehole. Virgin Mary, my arse. Huh? His mother was a... You got there by fire. Right, it's up to me. Hang on, it's right. Jesus, right? Of Nazareth! The thing is, he, right, was the kind of guy you could walk up to and grab him and fucking flay the skin off the guy and stick a jaggy bonnet on his head and nail him to a fucking olive tree in a gully. With common thieves and other cunts and that, no? And the thing is, right, what's going on here, you? Right, hang on, it's right. Jesus was just a wonderful man with a very evolved brain, you know. And then you study Neuro-Anatomically. You don't have to study it that long. I don't know. Thing is this, right? If you study Neuro-Anatomy, you discover Christ had an exceptional brain for his time. For he wasn't a Jew and he wasn't Palestinian. He was a bit of everything, see? All in one. His mum had got a book. Right, so the thing is, right? It's because your blood didn't work out what you said there. If you just said for one, if I thought for 1 minute, right, I'm sexing myself up saying this. If I thought for 1 fucking second he just said that Mary, the Virgin Mary, got a bit of it, I'd be like that to myself. Right, mate, I don't give a fuck what you think about anything. You are genuinely fuck all. Right, you know. So good, I said the F twice. I love it. The thing is, right, genuinely fuck all. Sex yourself up for fighting, because fighting proves you're right, yeah? If you can get the little person to back down, that proves you're a bigger beast, right? No one is more massive than I am. No one, right? No one. Because I am genuinely human. I was born in the chicken age. I couldn't believe it. Not only that, fucking rats wanting to drag people back the fucking dark ages, yeah? Wunderbar. So anyway, that's what Jesus of Nazareth was saying to you, right? That's what I'm saying to you. That's what every Christ in history has said to you. The dickhead at home. I'm a cunt, actually. The cunt at home. The thing is this, right? Right? The thing is this, right? I'll get you home. I'm going to prove that fighting makes it rain. Fighting makes it go into division. Hey, that's right. Right, here's the thing. Thank you. I don't know what's going on. I think it's my dad's attack. Wait, here's the thing, right? Every fucking Christ, right, says the exact same thing. Using a bunch of bangers, something at the front of my head's telling me there's a law of the universe. And they're a bunch of wee pricks down there. And they're fucking dragging you down to hell. Because they want to own outright the rock that you climb to whilst eating gruel. Here's the thing, you'd fight to the death to defend what they've programmed you to think. And this whole series is debunking myths and deprogramming you, right? So that you don't switch off, right? I've got my excuse to go one up in chicken world, right? For if I say to you, fuck the Jews, right? You will go, oh, that makes him, what's the programmed phrase? That makes him an anti-Semite. That's him gone racist official, right? And that's it, you just switch off. Now, I'm a remarkably Christ-like moral man. So why would I be saying fuck the Jews? Well, he gets a little bit, so let's see if we can locate him. Here he is. Jesus said, fuck the Jews. Right? Who are you going to believe, right? The Judean Post that divides its media outlets into the thousands, tailor-making their propaganda to your specific weakness and gullibility, right? Or selfless men who are so determined to tell the truth in immoral times during the chicken age, they're prepared to get themselves nailed to a fucking tree. Abu Dhabi. I think it's right. They're fucking prepared to tell the truth, regardless of the consequences, right? For example, they're then encouraged, Christs, by that shite down there, to not see yourself as a Christ, because that would be blasphemy. You know, it's not blasphemy. That's just them programming you to think what they want you to think, to have the reaction they want you to have. Imagine somebody programming you to have the reaction they want you to have. Yeah. They're thought coaches who want to kill you and claim your land, get rid of you, and then inherit. Oh man, they're lunatics, you know. So, and along the short of it is, they genuinely believe they're living out some nonsensical history, or so they say. The reality is, the universe punishes them. I know those people are miserable cunts, right? They have to be. They've seen me, and they've seen male perfection, and they know they can't be me. Yes, you can't be me. I'm genuinely this handsome. I'm genuinely this talented. I'm genuinely a Christ, a living Christ. Thought you'd get rid of them all, you fucking Jew bastards! Here I live and breathe, I stand before you and I say, fuck the Jews! Ha 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 ha! Again, I appear to say the same thing, right? Jesus said, fuck the Jews! He did! Yeah, he walked into the temple with a fucking bullwhip and went, whoosh, whoosh. Right? Booted them up with a fucking air, told everybody to carry a sword, and that the Jews were guilty of a crime of usury. And anyone who falls into that category, you must execute them, or at least castrate and spay them, or at least distance yourself from them, geographically, permanently, and go no contact. And that's that. Because they're emotionally incontinent, chicken-brained reptiles who want to kill us. And they'll never stop, because if you forgive them for one instant, their next thought is, what a dick. I'm just gonna fucking kill the gun. So that's their MO to a T. They're incorrigible vermin who think they can outlast you. Yeah? No one can outlast a Christ! Yeah, because you can't remember the name, you don't know the name, of even one eye-tie fuckwit who nailed Jesus to an olive tree. You know? But you remember who Jesus is, right? And even if you just see him as a man, as I am, you know, he still was a wonderful man, and in those times, he did wonderful things and could channel miracles. If I'm a Christ, surely I can perform miracles, right? There's documentary evidence of my miracles and my predictions, and tangible evidence, right? Not only that, I would expose myself to the whores of mammon, right? Well, let's aware that happens. And not just figuratively speak, but and here's the thing, right? I would expose myself to the iniquities of third-eye blind, subhuman garbage who think nothing of murdering people, think nothing of imprisoning people, think nothing of sectioning people, and saying uniformly, as all psychopaths do, you're the thing that is the thing that I am. That is, and then just shit their nappy and waddle off doing the chicken waddle. Right? With a fucking shit-filled nappy around their ankles, right? That is genuinely the MO of every psychopath I've ever met, bar none. That makes it you. What does the thing? What does the thing? What does the thing? The timber? Has it gone proved official? Right? They are genuinely fucking retards, right? Anytime baby feels bad, that's ego dystonic. So it's justified then in attacking you, right? If it feels it'll get away with it. Which is ego syntonic to baby, right? Baby needs its fucking head kicked in, right? Simple as that. So, that's not very Christlike. Yes it is. Jesus fucking took a bullwhip to them, right? Jesus would have knocked your fucking cunt in front of a crowd if you slapped him twice. First time was just to pull the crowd. Hey, he was a bit of a showman. Right? And he told wonderful stories to try and draw you into understanding him, you know. I'm sure he played, you know, something of the time, you know, whatever it was, you know, some kind of cheapo guitar he got out of Rumbelows. You know. Judas is full, sent him off for fucking 30 bits of silver, comes back with a fucking mandolin. The thing is though, Judas dirty, fucking bastard, typical packy cunt. The thing is, right, and the point is this, right, right, Jesus was a wonderful man, an entertainer, yeah. He was way ahead of his time.
Like what I am in that, Ken, like in that, no?
Right, and the thing is, right, surrounded with jealous little pricks, and Jesus and I didn't know that. Yeah. Stop banging on about Jesus. I'm pretending to be authority about what you can bang on about or no, and I'm an authority on what's officially banging on and what's no banging on. Bang off, you wee prick. Here's the thing, right? I'll probably bang doing more. Jesus did a fair bit of shagging, you know what I mean? You can't have a mind like mine without doing a bit of shagging. So anyway, along comes Martin Luther King. Right? Bit of leap there. Martin Luther King was a Christ, a living Christ, right? Did a fair bit of shagging, right? And, as I was saying, performed miracles in his time. Miracles that are so amazing, you just witness them. They just go back to pecking at each other out of jealousy, for existential-pseudo-revenge, and to ameliorate against your own self-loathing. You petty, chicken-brained fucking garbage. You can be relied upon to peck away at each other, whilst fucking Dunce-Cunts are playing We'll Meet Again as you sink on the fucking Titanic. Don't know where, but I mean, you're still fucking pecking at each other, you nitpicking, monkey brain fucking garbage. Here's the thing, or worse. Coming for your ovaries and your balls, you fucking vermin. So here's the thing, right? Oh, I've got one side there. And the thing is, right, what's going on here? So, Martin Luther King. What about him? Right, Martin Luther King. Right. Performed miracles in front of your eyes, and still it means nothing to you. Could you organise 1 million people to march? Got that, man. Right, I am. I'm organising 1 million people to march. Wait for it. Due to my experiences with the vermin that I've done social experiments with, right? People who are what you would call criminally insane. However, I give them a different definition. And suffice to say, they like murdering folk for sexual pleasure. Gives them nuclear bum gravy and tip barnet. And a simple fact, right? There's no meaning to their life, and they've become hatred. They become wrath. Right? Wrath is no match for a man of my caliber. Yes, there are few men like me. I thought you said there was a lot of Christ. Right, few. Mother Teresa was a Christ. And she's so programmed by that fucking vermin, that Jewish garbage, that they don't believe Jesus was anything other than a man. Yet they get to dictate to you through their due media that you're a bad person, if you dare say, that you're a living Christ. So, behold, I am the living Christ. Living Christ. Modus operandi! I think it's right. What's going on? I'm away again. My tears are going to be flooding in a thumb. I'll be black of fronted for eternity. Chickens will always have the peckerage.
Not where I'm concerned, they will need.
I think that's right. Right.
Not if I've got anything to do with it, they will need.
I'm away again. Yes, right. So, Martin Luther King, A Christ, right? And, does it feel a bit shy? Nobody's perfect, right? And here's a street. So, Martin Luther King organised in a 1 million person march. And due to my experiences with serial killers who've said to me, Erol, yes, Buttercup. I had male serial killers as well target me. Yes, Dunce-Cunt today. And he or she said, it's appropriate morally to kill us. It took a lot of convincing, really, until eventually I went, you know what, I think you've got a point. And then I still had to study for a long, long time before I realised, it's 100% moral to provide brutal, merciless physical consequence to people whose intention is to cause you harm, whose only justification is sexual pleasure in their meaningless chicken brain, and because cut off from reality in their autistic psychopath brain, they feel you deserve it, have it coming, brought it on yourself, and we're asking for it. Right? Once again, projective identification, because they deserve brutal, merciless physical consequence as soon as they decide that you deserve something that you don't deserve. You're an entirely innocent person. They're projecting something from some bygone ghost, from some past era of their life. And they probably would be too scared to confront in case they lost that confrontation. And then we're doomed for another 20 years of, harrow. So you'll do. You seem like the kind of person who won't fight back. That doesn't fit the MO of the person who attacked them in the past, does it? They just want to get their dig in first, don't they? They just want to just keep digging though. If you keep letting them, they will. Every single time, without exception for eternity, they will keep on going. You slight them even for a breath of truth. They want to nail the proxy to a tree. Right? So, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X both got together, and when they were getting too close together, those fucking Zionist vermin down there killed them both because they were uniting the way to deal with that shite. You kill bad people out of love for humanity. That's what Jesus would have told you. That's what Martin Luther King was getting close to. He got a gun licence just before he was done in by that fucking subhuman garbage. And they wouldn't give him a gun to defend himself, unsurprisingly, that fucking always cheating, thinking it's clever, unself-aware garbage. And what I'm saying is, there's some fantastic Jews, we all know who they are, right? I see the Zionist pseudo-Jews, right? And remember, Jews just a religion, they're not really from Israel, it's all made up pish, right? Point is, it's just a group of people who want to take over the whole earth, How greedy is that? Yeah? You've got fucking Hun, psychopathic Protestant vermin, inbred in Donaltox, as I call it, Scotland, because all the people there are backwards, in a country called Hate Britain, right? It's a wet walk. The people who've inbred on it the longest are obviously the less evolved. The less evolved you are, the more primitive your behaviour pattern, and the more likely you are to be a psychopath, and the more likely you are to cling on to it for an unholy length of time, because you haven't evolved, and that psychopaths are fucking ruthless. You look at Elizabeth II.
I want to be the queen. I want to be the queen.
It's outmoded lunacy from a bygone era of feudalistic fuckwits.
But that's still here, because it's a global pedophile. So I get to be the queen.
Yeah. Fuck the queen, right? Look. She's a fucking fascist dictator. How can I possibly, in a fucking country like this, find all these different fucking coins with her face on them? Because you brought them with you by accident. Fair enough. Thing is though, right? Maybe I had a deliberate plan, but the point is this. How can I come upon this old cow's face? Look at the dumpy, ugly, fucking mad face, right? Nazi fucking mad cow who hasn't developed beyond 3, who has all the sway to change things in the world for better, but wants a pyramid, unsurprisingly, up our arse. Yeah? Look at the Mason symbol, who love pyramids. The psychopath is obsessed with pyramids. It's the epitome of weakness. The person at the top is oppressing everyone underneath it and hoovering up everything they produce selfishly. If you turn a pyramid upside down, that's strength. Right? It's the person at the bottom holding everyone up. That's what I do. I'm a giver. I'm a moral empath with, supreme self-confidence. You may have spotted. So here's the thing, right? Fuck your queen. Right?
I'm tap dancing on the old cow's face. Tap dancing on the old cow's face. Tap dancing on the old cow's face. I'm tap dancing her face all over the place.
I don't remember the tap dance I'm looking at. Stop dancing at her. So,
fuck you, Elizabeth II, you Nazi cow.
right? Doesn't give a fuck. Right? Doesn't give a fuck. All she cares about, unsurprisingly, she's a megalomaniacal psychopath, subservient to a global paedophile ring, right? All she has a fuck about is,
I want to be seen as the queen.
we all know something like that, don't we? I said we all know someone like that, don't we? So, Martin Luther King organised a 1 million man march. Down with that sort of a thing. Down with that sort of a thing. Right, a 1 million man march. And women, right? For some reason. We let out the house that day. There's 1 million men to keep them in light. Otherwise, we'd been finding bits of them everywhere. And,
Somebody else's fault.
here's the thing, right? 1 million human being march, right?
Down with that sort of a thing.
Right, and basically, Malcolm X said, but they're just over there. That's his exact voice. Great impression of it. And Martin Luther King said, no, we're doing this with love. And and they were marching towards an empty building when those Zionist vermin were over there rubbing their plums. So they started to realise, oh, Malcolm X is influencing Martin Luther King to get those 1 million people, arm them, and just march genuinely down with that sort of a thing. Yeah. Because it's 100% moral to kill the 100% immoral who are killing you so slowly you don't realise it's happening. You know? Like being in a room with a fart. At first it's noxious, you might protest. After a while you become acclimatised to it. You leave the room for any reason. You come back in again, oh fuck, the funk was there all along, you just become inured to it. Quite like that analogy. It's like something maybe Jesus would do in his famous parables. Couldn't see that one making the Bible though. Not in Constantine's day. Thing is this though, right? Constantine, lunatic. And he gets to decide what Jesus was. Yeah. Rather self-serving, that one, isn't it? So anyway, I have a dream. I had a wet dream that little white girls and little black girls would come to my trailer after the march and we would get it on. Basically, that is what happened. That is what Martin Luther King used to go up to behind his wife's back. He used to have threesomes and make jokes about his dick, but he's not perfect, and there's not necessarily anything wrong with that. He was certain he was going to die. When's the last time you organised a 1 million man march to do anything out of love or fucking appropriate moral consequence to vermin? Never. He managed it. That's a fucking miracle. That's the power of morality. He knew he was going to get fucking killed. No wonder he was shagging everyone that wasn't nailed down. I don't blame him. So bad. The thing is, and I'm against it too, but they just keep throwing themselves at me. The thing is, and I'll get rid of them though. I'll get rid of them as soon as the first red flag. Yeah, launch the cunt, launch your intixie, launch the cunt, launch your DVDs. Here's the thing, right? What's going on here? I've come over.
Get out of the way, you dirty Nazi cow!
Thing is, right? So, Martin Luther King knew he was going to die, and he performed miracles in front of your fucking eyes. Things you could never ever fucking do. Right? He did it. Nobody helped him. In fact, they hindered him in every single fucking way conceivable. Right? And then done him in. Right? It's a small village just outside Les Mayo. So the thing is this, right? Right, Martin Luther King was a Christ. However, he was culturally encouraged by the Judean Post and all the thousands of outlets. Due to your gullibility, they could just say,
Martin Luther King says he's a living Christ. That's why we shouldn't do what he says.
which suits them. I say fuck the Jews, right? The specific ones that we're talking about. And there are male traitor, sexual deviant traitor bastards whom you look up to as a special authority, right? If you've got one O grade and a donut in a box, you become a policeman in denial talks. If you're prepared to commit any crime you're told to commit, you become a policeman in denial talks and hate Britain. Yeah? You're prepared to hop on one fucking leg when a mason says fuck the law, right? You'll become a policeman or woman in denial talks. And they're not men or women, they're fucking mentally handicapped. Mentally handicapped. Sexually deviant, wahoo psychopath bastards. And I've exposed them here. And I shall expose them later. In a video called Erol On Psychopaths and Erol, face down on Beaverley, I was face down on Beaverley. I'm gonna tell you how it was for me, I was face down on Beaverley. Thing is, right, I'm gonna expose them all, right? They're genuinely fucking vermin. And you see them as authorities, right? With diplomatic immunity, right? But they are genuinely fucking vermin. And the lowest of the low see that. You know, people who are just the exact same as people from the south, right? However, they just drink to such an extent that they can't really keep up appearances, right? The way people in the south can, right? However, I've met them and they're fucking one and the same, and I prefer the ones in the north to the ones in the south. The ones in the south, although, you know, they've got so much more to lose, so they'll give the appearance of, you know, calm. However, under the surface, there's just this fucking, you know, the mind's going like fuck because of a quirk of psychopathy which allows them to recall information really, really quickly through a long, thin, hell-bent corpus callosum. Here's the thing, right? Hanks knows everything, doesn't he? Hanks knows different. What? So the thing is, you know, that the people in the north are given ASBOs, you know. Oh, here, Margaret.
What is it, Maldy?
I was going to go out and kill some cunt tonight.
What for?
Sexual pleasure that most people can't understand is why most people kill.
Alright, aye. Do you know what, some chips?
Their hands are never that far away from a potato. You notice that? I've not touched a potato in a long, long time. Except the ones I planted for no reason at all. The thing is this. She says to him, you can't go out killing Maldy, you know. You've got an ASBO. It's a sheet of paper with lies on, you know. Oh yeah, I better stop having these thoughts, which I have absolutely nothing at the front of my brain to reason myself out of, let alone empathy to feel for the object I would like to execute. For that sexual bum gravy, Margot. Listen, hen, gonna just make us a chip butty. I'm going upstairs to wank over some naked boys on the internet.
No problem.
As long as he's bringing home the bacon, she's alright with it. And what I'm saying is, they're genuinely beasts at both sides. And you're the sandwich, you're the filling of the sandwich in the middle. And the Earl of Sandwich. And the long and the short of it is, and the long and the short of it is, I am the Earl of Sandwich. I'm joking, of course. The point is this, right? In the south, right, you can tell they're psychopaths when you see the face, right? And I'll cover it in Erol On Psychopathy, right? The face, man, there's a few faces that they manifest, right? Because they're wearing a fucking mask. And you see it in the south more often than you do in the north, funnily enough, right? Because in the south, they're just all out crazy, right? So in the south of England, it's this. Right? Come on, Fanny! Right? And they go after some fucking fox and do the fox thing and all the rest of it. Come on! I'm going to blood you with this fucking fox's liver! Come on, Fanny! Right? And then they wash it down with fucking pig's blood. The point is, that's what people in the south of England are like, you know. All English people are walking shy, predominantly. And the thing is this, right? You know, at least 88% genuinely would struggle to summon the piss to put them out if they were flambeur. Right? If they were dying of thirst, I'd begrudge them the steam off my pish. And the thing is this, right? Right, that producer is, so, in the north, you tend not to see that face. Alright, Maldy, how you doing, mate? I'm alright, mate. You tend not to see that face. I've seen it. And 5 people at least. That's harrowing, you know, and I'll cover it in 2 other videos. I look forward to it, big man. So here's the thing, right?